What's up guys, Tiki here hosting the 4th installment of the CoD Community Show. This is where we go over everything in the Call of Duty community scene, from MLG to YouTube, episodes, top clips, montages, news, all that great stuff. So let's get right into it. And if you want to skip to a certain section of the video, all you got to do is click on one of those icons. That'll take you directly to the MLG, directly to the edits, directly to the news, any of that good stuff. So just click on those icons if you want to skip right ahead to whatever you want to listen to. And if you want to check out anything I talk about or any of the videos or any of my references, go down to the description. There will be a link dump and you can go to that and check out all the good stuff that I talk about in this video. As always though, we're going to start out with episodes. First up is Darth Snuff's Animus number 4. There's a lot of 6-mans in there, and there's also a back-to-back-to-back collateral, 3 collaterals in a row. That's amazing, sick play, check that out. Next up is another Darth member, Darth BTBS's Interference montage. The opener was a quad collateral, which is amazing, and then there was a back-to-back collat that was a multi, and he turned it into a 6-man, which was pretty sick, and then there's a lot of great headshot feeds in there as well, and that closer, that is triple collateral. Then he turns into an unsplit 8-man in the same game. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. That was a sick play. Check that out. Next is Red Haz's Hasbull episode number 2. There was a great quad headshot opener, and there was a lot of multi-clip games in there as well. So he had multiple clips in the same game several times on several different occasions, which was awesome. I'd love to see the multi-clip games in there. Next is Obey Octo's multitasking episode number 1, edited by Obey Diz. There was a sick multi to nuke, so he flips his nuke on, hits the multi, I think he did it in that order, or he did it the other way around. Either way, he did both in the same life or whatever. And that was an amazing clip, and the edit was amazing too by Obey Diz. Super fast paced, but it was still 2 minutes long, so it was a solid length, kept me interested the whole time. Another sick one was XJMX Displaces Displaceable episode number 4, edited by ATL. That opener was a sick cross-map tomahawk over multiple buildings on raid. He also had a 6-man unsplit ballistic feed on Nuketown, as well as a quad ballistic kill cam on Carrier. And the edit was great too by ATL. There was some cartoony elements, but they weren't cartoony in a bad way, they were cartoony in a good way, if that makes any sense. Last episode we're going to mention is Bang Dwarf's 5-minute long Loyalty number 2 montage. There was a lot of great quad headshot feeds in there, as well as the closer, which was a triple all-pro on Express. You don't see a whole lot of sniping clips on Express, so that was a great shot. And the edit was really great too. The editor put in a lot of stats about the player and his actual loyalty to Bang. It was just great to see the interaction. It really got me involved, and there was a lot of text on the screen. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a nice little fact right there. Oh, that's cool. But it kept me interacted with the video, and I actually enjoyed the montage a lot more because of that. So check that out. Now we're going to move into the always larger category of the notable intros. We're going to start out with Fade 9's introducing video. There's a lot of 5- and 6-mans on screen, as well as a quad headshot. Some great standards for this sub-level clan. Their subs are not that high there. I think they're only at 1K, but they still have great standards for themselves, which is awesome. Next is introducing Fast Giz or Fast Geese. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but there was a sick cross-the-map ballistic shot on Carrier. I can't believe I've never seen anything like this before. It was an amazing shot on Carrier. I think he was on ramp and he hits a guy over by Jets, which was sick. And then there was also another cross-map tomahawk shot, but this one was over the mid-building on standoff. Which is another amazing shot. I've never seen that before. I don't know how they even think of where to aim the freaking tomahawk or the ballistic knife. That was amazing. Next is introducing Iron Flux by Iron Maxine. Maxine is a great guy, by the way. There was a 7-man headshot feed in that one, as well as a quad pistol feed and a quad collateral with a WA-2000. I mean, those are all insanely unique clips and crazy standards. I mean, a 7-man headshot, a quad pistol, you don't see that every day. And then a freaking quad collateral with the WA-2000. I think it was on I can't remember if it was BO1 or MW2, but that was a sick clip. All those were sick clips nonetheless. So check that out. There was a couple good introducings for L7 this past week. Introducing L7 Jace was one of those. There's a ton of EBR shots. I mean, I'm not great with trick shotting, but I know the EBR is not that great of a sniper. So there was a lot of those EBR shots that I like to watch. And the other one from L7 was introducing L7 Conceal. He had some MK14 shots, which were really cool. I don't really see any of those. I maybe saw 1 or 2 before, but he had a few of those in his montage, and I really love that closer too with the MK14. I think he had thermal on or something. It was a great shot. Another one that I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing correctly is introducing SP Fredez. He had the sick 2-piece on Biolab, as well as an awesome solar shot. All of his shots were awesome. Those were just 2 of the ones that I pointed out that were pretty awesome. Astral's been on fire these past few weeks for introducings and episodes, and this past week was no exception. Astral Zarek had a sick introducing. His opener was a 10-man, I think. I mean, the kills just went so fast. It was on Biolab, unsplit. It was not in mid-room, though. It was in a different spot, which was great to see. There was also a quad boot slam. I believe it was on Solar, that you don't see like at all, a quad boot slam. I can hardly get 1 kill with a boot slam. And another one from the Clan 9 that I mentioned in the beginning, there was introducing Care 9. He had a lot of 5- and 6-mans, as well as a quad headshot feed with a triple all-pro making that quad headshot feed. He These guys only have 1K and they're pretty active and they have great standards, so I definitely recommend checking them out if you haven't already. Next is introducing Darth Nero. He's been an editor for Darth for a while, but now he's just introducing himself as a player to the team. His opener was a quad collateral, which was awesome. He also had a WA2000 quad headshot feed on terminal, another WA2000 clip. I love to see those. And he also had a 6-man feed with 5 of those being in the kill cam. He had a 5-man kill cam with a 6-man feed. That was pretty awesome. The last introducing, and possibly the best introducing of this last week, is going to go to Sor Maddie. He had a swap 6-man on Ghost, 3 red gun, 3 sniper. He also had a back-to-back collateral quad feed, but the second collateral was a jump shot that he hit over a hill on Ghost, which was sick. And then he also had 2 triples in 1 game. I mean, how lucky can you get? And these past couple weeks, Pamaj and FaZe Kitty, they've been hitting quad feeds with the last kill being a no-scope. Well, Sor Maddie's just got to one-up them. He's getting the same thing. He's getting a quad feed with the last kill being a no-scope, and then he gets another kill for a 5-man. So please, a lot of unique shots. Check this out now, please. If you don't check out any other introducings, this is the one you need to see. Now we're going to move on to notable team tages. This first one is going to go to Bang's 43,000 subscriber week taj number 37. There were some sick clips in there. There's a quad collateral, a no-scope triple collateral, and another quad feed, last kill being a no-scope, which is awesome. And this was all hit within a week, supposedly, which makes it even better. There's also Perril's 53rd team taj. Great milestone, by the way, to have 53 team tages to your team name. But that opener, though, on Hard Hat, I don't know how many kills that he got. I could not decide on a number. I watched it a few times. Hit me up if you can tell how many kills that guy got. There was also a quad kill cam on BL1, which is pretty awesome, and some sick clips all around in that team taj. Northern Lights number 3 also came out, which was a great team taj. A lot of sick suies. There was a sick out of the map village shot that was definitely stuck out as my favorite. And I've mentioned this team a few times in the last couple shows, but they're still going hard. Marv's last weekend taj is still amazing. There was a cross map tomahawk on carrier, which was really sick. A quad kill cam and then a quad swap headshot feed. And this is all on a weekend. This is a weekend taj. This is some sick stuff. Go check that out right now. And the last is going to go to React for their hit marker team taj called React Slower number 3. It's a great play on their name. Their actual team tajes are named React Faster. So this React Slower is kind of like a leftover of what could have been with their hit markers. So I really like to enjoy it. Now we're going to move on to the top clips of this last week. As always, they never cease to amaze me. So let's get right into it. There's tons of them to go over. Let's do this. This first clip right here is going to be a quad collateral from Charge's clip of the week number 5. Next is going to be from Obey's top 10 number 68. Number 6 is one of my favorites, being a Black Ops 1 trick shot on Array. He killed the guy in mid building and also has the guy's POV that got killed, which is pretty awesome. And number 2 is going to be a 7-man with a quad collateral headshot. That's 5 headshots on screen within the 7-man, which is sick, and he's on Rush too, which is awesome. And that clip this past week has also been featured in a couple other countdowns, but I'm not going to repeat it. Next is FaZe's clip of the week featuring FaZe Carl. He has a quad headshot feed in free-for-all and raid, and then he spawns and gets another quad feed. So back-to-back quad feeds. First one was a quad headshot feed in free-for-all. So FaZe Carl going off. Next, from Overpowered's top 5, number 19, there was a 10-man unsplit snipe feed as they did last week. There's also a sick 1v4 ranked S&D clutch, which was pretty entertaining to watch. I love watching stuff that's not necessarily just sniping or just trick shotting. So seeing an S&D sick 1v4 clutch was awesome. And there was also a 5-man with an NA45. I've never personally used this gun, but it doesn't look that great. But somehow this guy's got a 5-man. He has 5 kills in like 1 or 2 shots. All at once though. They all die at once, which is pretty awesome. Next, from XJMX's top 5, number 29, there were sick cross map shots on both Dig and Carrier that were really sick. And also a War Machine Tomahawk quad throwing knife, which was pretty awesome. He had the War Machine out and got that quad feed with throwing knife. A different kind of top 5 from the guys over at Overpowered again is a top 5 fails. I love the commentary on all their fail videos. And there was some pretty actually epic fails in there as well. Next is Red's clip of the week number 10 featuring Red Sean with a sick World at War crazy trick shot. I don't know how he got on top of that building there, but he pops that dude in the World at War. So sadly, there's no kill cam. Obviously, it's World at War, but it's a sick shot nonetheless. And in Scarce's top 5, number 68, there was one of the first CoD online trick shots, which was pretty awesome. Nothing too complex, but being one of the first of them, it was pretty awesome. There was also a 6-man headshot feed with 5 of those being on screen, which was really awesome. And then the number 1 for that was a 6 on screen, no gun glitch. So he glitched it so that he didn't have his gun out. It was on Ghost, and he popped 6 guys to get that 6 on screen without even having anything to zoom in with. Very creative, very lucky, very unique, very awesome. And in FaZe Rain's top 5, number 97, FaZe Rain seems to always get some amazing clips. There was a standoff window shot, which was really awesome, but it was across the map, and it hits the guy in the opposite building on the other side of the map. So all the way across standoff, not just in mid-street. He doubled that distance. killed the guy in the other building. There was also an insane biolab sui. There were so many spins, you can't count the amount of spins. I'm pretty sure he super glued his right analog stick down, took a nap, and then he came back and chiseled away the glue before killing that guy. Then there was a sick collateral to single to single to triple collateral on drone for a 7-man on screen. And the last top plays is going to go to Red's top 5, number 9. There was a quad collateral on sub base, which was really random and lucky as heck with a Barrett 50 cal. And that was only the number 5, so you know it's going to be a good list, so check that out. Moving on to a bit of opinion / drama news, there was a bit of a scuffle on Twitter between FaZe Rain and Pomage, and it might have been over the Catalyst 2 situation where Pomage uploaded to his own channel. That was kind of a while ago, so I'm not sure if that was the actual reason that brought it up. But it all started when FaZe Rain unfollowed Pomage. Then they got into a little bit of an argument. But supposedly they're all better now, so stay nice to each other, guys. And FaZe Kazi, or former FaZe Kazi, or one of the best editors in the Call of Duty community scene, is leaving the scene to pursue his 3D work and special effects on a new TV show that he was invited to work on. He's actually moving countries from whatever country he's currently residing to a new one to work on this new TV show. I'm not sure what it is, but that's still amazing that he's going from Call of Duty all the way to an actual production of a TV show. So that's great for him. But sad for us that he's leaving and we can't see any more cool edits. But check out his channel, he's got some cool stuff on there. And then some more FaZe related news. Hateful and iPod have been kicked from FaZe due to their inactivity, which kind of sucks because they were some great players, so it sucks that they went inactive and it sucks they got kicked. But it totally makes sense. If they go inactive for a long while, I mean, FaZe is the elite and you got to be up on your game if you're going to be in FaZe. So maybe they'll get active again, hopefully, so we can see some awesome content. And Red Scarce has really been pumping the hype for the Red Team Taj that's going to be coming out. He saw some previews for it from the editor, and he actually dropped a price that he's actually going to pay the editor in conjunction with Formula. He's going to pay the editor $300, he said. That's a crazy amount, $300 for one edit. Now, I don't know how long the Team Taj is going to be. Maybe it's going to be crazy long, maybe it's going to be average, like 5-6 minutes or something like that. But that's an insane price drop for one video, $300. I mean, he's got it to spare. I mean, but I've paid editors in the past, and editors definitely deserve the money that they put, the effort into the videos that they make. But $300, it's hard to wrap my mind around a little bit, but it totally makes sense once you think about it for a while. But do you think any edit at all is worth $300? There's also been a petition with 122,000 plus signatures to bring back a remastered version of MW2 on the next gen consoles. Now this would be awesome for a ton of reasons. I mean, there's been a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers bringing back MW2's life, just going back to these older Call of Duties, which is always fun to do. But MW2 seems like a very popular one, and if they bring back a remastered version and fix some of the problems with the original, like the noob tubings, the one-man army, the hacking now since it's been out for a long time, but if they fix all that stuff and they bring it back remastered and get all these patches settled, then it would be amazing. I mean, all the fans would love it. It'd be a great cash grab for Activision. I mean, I'm sure they'd love the money, and it's done really well with Microsoft and Halo when they do their anniversary editions. So I think this is just a win-win. I mean, Activision would get a ton of money out of it. The fans would get they would support it immensely. They would love to play a remastered MW2, I'm pretty sure. So I mean, if you want to sign this petition and get it noticed, you know, by Activision, check that out in the link dump. The last bit of drama comes from Twitter of a guy who actually got a tattoo of a ray gun on his arm from Black Ops Zombies, and he asked Vonderhaar if he could get some insider info on Black Ops 3 because of his sick dedication to the Black Ops franchise. But Vonderhaar said that one tattoo is not enough. He needs a sleeve to get his information. He's just playing around. Not a whole lot of general news going on in the Call of Duty community scene this last week. There was a video going in depth about some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 rumors. There was a video about Vonderhaar. He had a little Twitter picture of his loot crate glasses, those black and orange like digital pixel glasses, and they took that picture and they rotated it sideways and they put it up next to a Black Ops title screen. And it kind of looked like it said Black Ops 3 with his glasses turned sideways, but that was a bit of a stretch. But if Vonderhaar actually planned that out, then that's amazing that he can like plan these kind of hints and leaks out. But I don't really think it means that much. I think it's just coincidence. And if you've been leveling up at all and getting advanced supply drops but are not paying for the advanced supply drops and are not sure how that system works, well, you're getting the advanced supply drops every level 20, every level 30, every level 40, and every time you prestige. So that's great that they're doing this, and that's every prestige you do that. So you can get 4 advanced supply drops every prestige, basically, which is a great way, and it makes sense. Another reason why they implemented the 15 extra prestiges, so if you're already at the cap or whatever, you could still get free advanced supply drops. So this is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna keep on leveling up. It's just more motivation getting those advanced supply drops instead of having to pay for them. Leveling up is a lot cheaper. And the last bit of news, if you've been using the Ohm at all, that's the new DLC weapon, the energy weapon like Shoddy/LMG. There's actually a third firing mode, but it might be a bug or a glitch. Most likely it is a bug or a glitch, because if you use a hybrid sight and aim down the hybrid sight and shoot with the shotgun, then it concentrates all the shotgun shells into one slug round basically. So if you're aiming at whatever you're aiming at, if you're within shotgun range and you're aiming down the sights of a hybrid sight, then it's gonna be one hit kill no matter what. But it's definitely looking like a bug or glitch or something. Vonderhaar tweeted back to Drifter, who posted the video that I'm taking the source info from. But Vonderhaar replied to him saying like, "Oh, you found one of our secrets or whatever. We'll have to be patching that," or something along those lines. So it's probably going to be fixed very soon. But try that out if you wanted to see the Ohm one-shot kill. Moving on to entertainment, Carnage Clan is bringing another DNA bomb knife only, which is insane. Got some only use me blade guys up in there using that knife, getting a 30 kill streak to get the DNA bomb. That's insane. And Biolab seems like the map to do it. There's a lot of close corners, a lot of tight corridors that you can just peek around the corner and stuff. Definitely need a team to help you out though if you want to try that. And Red put out their best hit markers of the week just to show that even the best Call of Duty players don't hit all their shots all the time. They fail too, or not fail, but they get unlucky and get those hit markers just like us regular players. And another DNA bomb is the MP44-3, which is that crappy little burst pistol that you use that everyone hates inside a gun game. I mean, I don't know if everyone hates it, but I definitely hate that thing with a passion. That's the worst gun in gun game, that little... Someone got a DNA bomb with that. That's crazy. I mean, go check that out. And since there's a recruitment challenge for SAW going out, SAW put out their best recruitment challenge shots for the first week of their RC, and there's some insanely creative shots. It's kind of videos like this that make me a little bit depressed that I haven't learned how to trick shot yet. Not even freaking NAC swap or insta swap or reload cancel, any of that crap. I can't do anything. And the last DNA bomb video I'm going to mention is a quad solo DNA bomb in Domination. According to the Carnage Clan, it's only the second quad DNA bomb in a Domination game. But this guy's playing solo, so he's in a random lobby by himself, just going ham on these kids. And quad DNA bomb. And are you a trick shotter? Do you need more new shots to go for than Red Gandhi's got your back? Because he's got a great video showing a bunch of new shots that I have never seen in any episode or montage before. So go check that out if you want to put some more creativity into your episodes. And the last bit of goodness is from Vanos playing some modded zombies. It's just really entertaining. Got some laser pistols and some trolling map creators. It's a great video. Check it out.
Literally factored by the end of
Yo,
the
dude, with the PPSH, so you can have it then get raped because it's out of ammo. What?
What? That's the advice? Let's get a little competitive with some MLG news. There's been a lot going on in the MLG scene. Before we get too much into the North American regionals that took place this last weekend with Optic Gaming, baby, I just want to show you these 3 videos for the Latin America top 5 plays, the European top 5 plays, and the Pacific, Asia, Australian top 5 plays when they did their regionals in the champs. Those are some pretty interesting videos to see the best of the best from the international standpoint. But in the North American regionals, Optic Gaming went completely ham and destroyed any competition within their reach. They 3-0'd everybody except for FaZe Red, which was 3-1, and they did an amazing job just overall. Everyone did great on their team. There were some, I only was able to catch a few matches, unfortunately. The only ones I saw live was one with Team Envious. I can't remember the other team. That was really early on. But then the FaZe Red versus Optic Gaming one, that was very interesting. I loved that one. Some great trash talk before the game actually happened. But then there was a sick 3v1 kill cam clutch from Crim6. He got really lucky, but that was still a sick play. And then the finals with Optic Gaming versus Denial when they 3-0'd. Even though they 3-0'd them, each game was really close. They only won the first hard point by like 7 points. In the second game in that series, they went to round 11 in Biolab SND. Nadeshot pulling a sick 1v3 clutch. But just pulling it out 6-5. In the third game, Uplink Detroit Replay got a 3-man nade on Optic Gaming, but it wasn't enough because Optic Gaming still pulled through with a few points ahead, and they won 3-0. That's awesome. Go Greenwall. And if you couldn't get enough of the teams from the North American Regionals, then the Season 2 Pro League is going on right now, and there's a little bit of controversy to one of the teams in the Pro League. TCM Gaming, a European team, actually bought out a spot. They bought out a Aware spot in the Season 2 Pro League. Aware had earned their spot in Season 2 by placing 5th in the Season 1, but TCM paid about a 5-figure sum in order to take Aware's spot. This is great and not great news. I mean, it sucks for Aware because they earned their spot and they just got booted out. But it's also awesome because TCM is the only European team in the Season 2 Pro League. So they're going to actually be moving to the US to get some great competition because the US is basically the main place for the most competitive gaming in Call of Duty right now. So it's great for the Europeans to get some awesome competition with the North American teams. So I'm curious what you guys think. Is TCM in the right because they need more competition? They just can't find it in Europe, so paying is a legitimate way? Or is it just not fair because Aware earned their spot earlier on in the year? And Activision has released the maps and the mode rotations for the LA Champs series. Drift, that snow map with the Avalanche, will actually be replacing Recovery SND, so now that'll be Drift SND, but it will not be replacing Biolab CTF. Some people might have reported that it replaces Biolab CTF, but according yesterday to Activision's release list, it will not be replacing CTF for Biolab. I'm not sure how to feel about it. I've only played a few games on the map. The map seems fine, but the mid-game Avalanche, that might be an interesting twist into the MLG scene. I'm not sure how that'll play out, but I think it really is just a promotion for Activision to like kind of force people to buy this new map in order to compete, as well as get exposure. In the last bit of MLG stuff, I'm always excited when these kinds of videos come up. It's the Spawn series with Mr. X. He goes over the maps and just breaks them down, the spawns, and just general MLG strats and competitive strats, what you should do on what game type and what game mode. It's just great for me. I'm still a little bit of a noob to MLG, so breaking this down is just awesome. I feel like I'm in a class or whatever, and I'm just learning a ton, but it's a class that I love, and I would go to this class every single day if it was possible. I just love this series, the Spawn series, so check that out if you want to learn some strats for MLG by Mr. X. And last up here is the editing section. I know some of you guys love the editing section because it is awesome. People do really creative, artistic stuff. I love to watch all this stuff too. First off, we're going to start it with Sorry by BDT Dev. Next is the Drew Zodge's COD 4 montage, mini-tage type of deal. I don't know if it's just PC clips or something, but it just looks so clean. And last up is 77 by BDT Predator. It's got a nice dark hip hop vibe to it. That's gonna wrap up the 4th installment of the COD Community Show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you did, or just tell a friend to share the goodness around. Or maybe if you want to help out even more, you can just tweet about it. But enjoy your guys' weekend, enjoy your Call of Duty, and I'll see you guys next week.